Now we're going to present our project Local Market. In general, in the beginning, we were talking about culture in general, how you discover it, how it's presented, and how access you have to the culture. And we discovered actually nowadays you have often the access to culture either to an artificial way, that means you go to a museum and you look at art pieces, or through an artistic way, or through an artificial way, which would be more the access through architecture, which offers you a certain culture. And we were thinking in a new kind of way, how can you access culture, which means how can you access culture through agriculture. So this would be a new kind of discovering culture in the city.
We developed several ideas which create regional urban agriculture to discover certain culture. The first idea deals with the location of the cemetery. By installing an urban farming system there, visitors can grow their own offering for their ancestors.
And the second idea represents an open-air museum about the agriculture of a certain country or in an area which can be discovered by tourists or visitors in the city. In this idea, we plan to add a pleasure port while they walk around the city and to collect foods or ingredients of local specialties. And the third one, the idea treats the subject to implement local products on the city and to be aware of the agriculture in the area where someone's living.
Finally, we decided to work deeper on the trading system in the city. So we were actually looking for a solution how you access local foods in everyday life in a main city, in an urban area. So for this, we developed we had different kind of inspiration base.
First of all, the fact which we discovered in our research is that several people are already planting privately in their gardens.
Or furthermore, we were inspired by the new technology like that picture shows on a plant factory and at home with artificial light, which makes planting at home more accessible. So we thought we could use this technology as a first step to get into agriculture, those who does not do the farming actually.
And the third inspiration base was the trading system which already exists in Japan in the countryside. It's a quite unique system where people who grow their food independently can bring it to one of these stations, and this is a totally independent system where people come and serve themselves and leave the money, so no one is responsible to it. It's totally independent working. So we developed a proposal for a trading system in the city.
Our proposal is to use wasted space in the city to trade directly with personal planted vegetables and to make local food culture in the city more present.
And our scenario will take place within the next 5 years when new technology like the domestic plant factory is spread and practiced. So let's see the story through this movie. Our scenario takes place in Tokyo. It deals the fact that agriculture turns more and more into a popular hobby. And there's two versions of popular hobby. There's two versions, either outdoor in the garden or inside as a domestic plant factory. And once the vegetables are grown, the urban farmers harvest their homegrown foods. supermarket station in the city, which has the form of kind of rolling machines, offers them to sell products. And the stations are placed efficiently and wasted space in the city where they can place their vegetables. And city dwellers can purchase the vegetables for a low price, and the buyer receives the background information about the farmer or its product and its growing process. And by throwing money in the machine, the buyer has access to his favorite vegetables, and the buyer supports the local product and seasonal food by buying it. And this allows a more direct and more personal trading system.
So actually, the goal of this service would be to make the domestic farming more attractive in the future and to raise the number of people farming in the city. Voila.
Thank you. Do you have any questions?
So how do you grow the vegetable at home?
Inside the house?
Inside?
By the plant factory that they can buy.
We were actually inspired by the object we already saw in the plant factory there, so they already provide people with these little plant factories. So we try to see in a wider frame that this already is implemented in society, which probably will happen. So this was the base.
無人の産直所、無人産直、都会の中の無人と産直、
その中に住んでる、一般人が家で育ててるやつを直売所。
英語喋れないんだけど、
I think very interesting proposal. I want to know this program is this program is digital. We can
realize
this idea is relevant. Do you self-sufficient radio is self-sufficient radio including or not? I think self-sufficient radio in Japan is very low. So this idea is very good. Because self-sufficient radio is very can be increasing in the local area. Very nice idea. Do you think when this idea is finished? No.
This idea is realized, so you can expect that increasing the sufficiency.
Global self-sufficient radio.
Security. Sufficiency. It means how much the country can produce the domestic.
Yeah.
That's really
If we know it, what's the question?
Yeah, do you think so? Yeah, you can.
If it's
can buy it. I think it's done by in like 5 or 10 years, within 5 or 10 years, and start to popularize the planting inside the house. And once that's done, I think it'll increase.
So, those the urban farmers, why they are not selling selling to the supermarket?
Because actually one key point was the direct trading. So without another member in the system where you have to pay fees, and also to distance visually and physically from this area where you get products from Africa and South America, really to be sure that this is a completely different system.
So the
Local.
Local and the relation between the producer and the food.
Yeah.
Also, the seller can see when it's bought by someone else, so that's one question.
Can you imagine the size of the equipment in the house for the factory? You mentioned the factory's house.
That's very big.
There is a size, outsize.
So the ones we saw in the plant factory over there, they were quite small, more for herbs. Yeah, I guess there will be more options. Thank you. So it should be a bigger scale. Or apple.
Yeah, you always imagine to use the plant factory for some kind of green interior in the house.
Can
Yeah.
it's kind of a hobby
It's kind of hobby.
to grow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.